Alright, back up. No, thank you. Welcome back to another episode of Kira. In the previous episode, it took me to realize that I'm playing from someone else's perspective a little bit of time. But once that hit in, I realized that we're playing from Chie's perspective once again. After looking at the previous episode a little bit, it seems like it was a little bit of a flashback of the moment where we eventually found Chie in the rain. I barely remember that episode though, so forgive me about that one. But pushing that aside, it showed Chie meeting with his father, them trying to apologize for everything, practically saying to hold out the fort for him as he leaves for another woman, and well, she didn't take it well. She left him. He tried to call her back a lot of times, but she refused to talk to him. While at the same time trying to understand that he wants to find his own new happiness and stuff like that. Anyways, a little bit later than that, while still playing from Chie's perspective, we found out that Midori has a job, has her own apartment, but she still visits Chie and plays with her little sisters, which is a very wholesome thing to do. Other than that, just for a small moment, Father's new lover appeared in front of Chie's house. And Chie, after a little bit of time, recognized after hearing your name, but that scene was never fully shown, but maybe later, somewhere in the series. After that, we switch back to Majima. And from his point of view, everyone's the ones preparing for the crazy festival that they're gonna do. Then we tried to walk Chie home, asked if she wanted to come to our house on the weekend, and she angrily said no because we kinda pissed her off. Oh, and other than that, we received Chie's father's skull out of nowhere. But in the end, all he did was try to ask, well, could you help me out, see my daughter? Somehow, by any chance. And we kept on saying no to him, but he gave out where he was gonna be after the graduation ceremony and stuff. So maybe we might go there. I'm not really sure. And after that, it was the day of the graduation ceremony and the time where we all go out of music. So let's see how that goes. And once more, forgive me for my recapping skills, they're terrible. Anyways. As I psych up, I enter the school entrance where our band's performance, the final event in our school life, is bound to happen. With the brass band's solemn performance in the background, yoink, the graduates enter the gymnastics hall in a row. Usually, students play basketball and badminton there, but today, chairs are lined up instead. Younger students welcome us standing up. With the draped windows and dim lights, people's faces appear softly in the gym. I'm shaking for what I'm going to do, but this moment I'm drawn into another field that graduation has: solemnity. After the graduates finish entering, an MC from the Broadcasting Club gives an opening speech, and the graduation ceremony begins. As in any graduation, tedious rituals follow one another. The ceremony goes on in front of us. We repeatedly stand, sit and bow. But now people around me are glancing at me. When are you doing stupid shit? In a moment. They must be excited and wondering when I'm going to do to turn this grand ceremony into turmoil, but I don't lack that much of common sense. The time for the move has already been set. We're not going to make a move during this diploma handout. Before I explain what I'm going to do it, I'll show you the program of the ceremony. Program for Obi Academy graduation ceremony. 1. Opening speech. 2. Core performance. choir. I still having trouble to pronouncing that word right. 3. Diploma handout. 4. Greeting from the principal. 5. Congratulatory telegrams. 6. Farewell greeting from younger students. 7. Greeting from the graduates. 8. Souvenir presentation to the graduates. 9. School song. 10. Closing speech. Even though the school is Christian, there's nothing special. It's a normal graduation ceremony. Of course, there's nothing bad about being normal. Rather, it will be more effective to do a weird thing in such a situation. Anyhow, the moment we're planning to take over the ceremony is when number 9 happens. The school song. No matter how outlaw we may be, we wouldn't interrupt the farewell greeting or the graduates' greeting, which they must have practiced hard. After the necessary portions, when the only thing left to do is the school song, it will be okay to go in. Then the damage will be minimum, so teachers wouldn't be upset that much, and we won't be ruining everybody's precious graduation ceremony. It'll be fine if we interrupt the ceremony during the school song, since we're also going to do a song. If they had common sense, they do know. But why did they look at me during the diploma handout? Do they think I'm nuts? I appreciate their expectations, but I want them to relish a regular graduation ceremony for now. Because this event occurs only once in a lifetime, it'll be too late to feel this grandeur after we ruin the ceremony. The ceremony continues smoothly without anyone knowing our plot. The diploma handout is all finished, and the principal's greeting is next. Our principal is famous for his lengthy talks. Students pass out one after another from anemia. I've been wondering since childhood, but how does it feel to see people being carried out to the nurse from while he's talking? And why is it that he can continue talking after witnessing that? Anyhow, this principal's talk is actually fun, but it's... But it's a shame, Jesus, my eyes. I think I had a small dyslexia moment. These words right here were like down here for me. But it's a shame that people don't get it since it's too long. I feel a bit sad since this is the last time I can hear his speech. He finishes his speech quickly today, and the contents were too ordinary and boring. And he'd read the telegrams from the local senate and people I've never heard of. After that, the farewell greeting from the younger students and a responding greeting from the ex-school board chair follow. After the souvenir presentation, it's time for our plan. The chilling to the bones nervousness has gone and I start to feel defiant now. I always get this peculiar sensation before I do something huge. As if a shell is crumbling down on something odd, sluggish and black is overflowing. I feel like I want to chuckle to myself. I check out the members. Murakami is standing by. He smirks when I look at them. That's my big boy. I smirk back at them. At Kashiwara are whispering to each other. Maybe they're making sure of the moves. Tanya is wearing a poker face. When our eyes meet, I nod and he nods back. His face does not look any different, but I feel he's psyched up. And I look for Chie. I wasn't worried about her because she's used to a guerrilla performance and she's much stronger than me mentally. I want to see her face in the situation, but it's too crowded to find her. And as the MC read a list about halfway, I close my eyes. After the MC finished reading the list, the graduate representative Yoshino-san's name is called. I keep my eyes closed in the meantime. She must be going onto the stage. The moment she gets to the center of the stage and bows to the audience, all the lights will be turned off. I'm just waiting for that moment with my eyes closed. Then, the hall is filled with the darkness. I open my eyes when the lights go off. Since my eyes are already used to the darkness, I can tell what's there in the dark faster than anybody. Students start shattering with the sudden accident. I rush through the crowd and head to the PA room by the stage. I've already taken off my shoes so that I make no sound. I meet up with the other guys at the PA room door. We look at each other and nod. As the others hurry inside, I look back at the hall. The members of our plot are getting to their position as planned without delay. Last night's practice seemed to have worked. I'm feeling content with their military-like movement.
Chikanosuke!
Chie is standing there as I turn around.
緊張してる?
I'm alright. By the way, I grab her arm and pull her near, and quickly kiss her. Let's do our best. Yoink. Chie nods bashfully. In the PA room, our crew is busily mowing around. I can't just stand there looking. I immediately get to work. First, the performers have to take out the hidden instruments and set them up.
じゃあ、私、吹奏楽部のところへ。
Yoshina-san was supposed to conduct them, but she whispers to me and leaves the room. She's also one of us. We put the stage curtain down and set up the instruments and monitored speakers quietly and quickly.
ただいま、ブレーカーのヒューズが切れたとの情報が入りました。
In the noisy hall, an announcement by the new broadcasting club leader, Hashimoto-san's voice echoes. Of course, she's one of us too.
生徒の皆さんも、先生方も危険ですので、席を立たず、そのまま復旧をお待ちください。
Thanks to the practice, her voice is steady. Hashimoto-san sighs after turning the mic off. Everybody around her does a thumbs up at her with a smile.
嬉しいです。なんだか、第二文芸部の一員になれたみたいで。でも、これだけで大丈夫でしょうか？
心配しなくていい。ほんのちょっとだけ時間が稼げればいいんだよ。
Norakami answers while holding a guitar.
これでセッティングが少し手間取ってまたざわめき始めるようだったら何か言ってくれ。
でも、先生の誰かが放送室へ来たら。
その時は土下座してでもちょっと見逃してもらって。
土下座なんかしたことないです。
Hashimoto-san looks even more worried.
そうか。じゃあ俺が今から誠意の伝わる土下座の見本を。
Stop that nonsense. If you're ready, we're going on the stage. After I set up my bass, I start to walk to the stage. At the stage, the performers are preparing their own instruments. Kirari is decorating her school mic with a kitty accessory. Since she's experienced in the piano, Kashiwara is supposed to play the keyboard because there are many guitarists today. Among a heap of gears, she's seriously talking with Tonoya for the final arrangements. And Chie is setting up the drums with the crew. Her instrument takes most of the time for the setup. I set a monitor speaker on the mark I put yesterday. I stand at the position and check the effector switches and knobs. Then finally the cable. I follow the cable with my eye and it leads to the PA system in the stage side. When I check that, my eyes meet the eyes of the leader of the music club who volunteered for the position. He notices me.
安心して任せろ。今日はバッチリやってやるからな。
He holds his fist up. Alright. I nod and turn to the band. Chie is supposed to sit on the throne after finishing the setup. She sits up and nods. Then the crew satisfactorily nods and heads to the stage side. Everything is ready now. We look at each other in the face. Everybody looks serious and excited like kids, so I can't help smiling.
OK だ。
Murakami whispers and shows an okay sign to the A room. Hashimoto-san nods to the signal and turns on the flashlight in her hands, then signals outside through the slit-up door. A few seconds after the signal, the brass band's calm music sounds from outside the stage. After that, the motorized stage curtain starts to pull up slowly. I can see Karate swallow hard on the stage. Yoink. When the curtain is halfway up, the spot turns on and the stage is brightly lit. At the same time, sighs and gasps come from the hall. I look at the faces of the teachers at the side. They're all stunned and twitching. I think they're pretty upset. The music by the brass band fades out. Then Kirari holds the mic tightly and raises her arm high in the air. She puts her hand on her throat and made a hoarse voice. The hall becomes quiet. I thought that greeting fell flat, but Karate never cares. With a bright smile, she goes.
本日は宇宙の遠い彼方にあるお星から皆さんの卒業を歌と演奏で祝福するためにやってきました
Karate calls for a response, but the audience is too baffled to answer. Well, it's going according to our plan anyway.
じゃあ歓迎の拍手
Karate shouts to the members of the stage, clap their hands. Then a small applause starts, then it breaks more applause. Some of them are our decoys, but the response is better than I thought. Many of the audience already seem to like this. It's not bad. I can see some students holding cell phone cameras to us while smiling.
みんなありがとう
Kirari happily waves her hand. The thing she's going to talk about is what we decided in the meeting.
先生方突然の来訪ごめんなさいねパンク星人はみんなが集まってるところが大好きなのすっごい卒業式にするから一緒に楽しんでね
Kirari waves at the teachers. They're looking at us with puzzled faces, but we're lucky they don't really try to stop us like we thought they might. Or maybe they're just confused.
今日この学校を旅立つすべての卒業生と明日からもこの学校で泣いたり笑ったりするすべての在校生と憎たらしいけど仰げば尊いすべての先生方とこんな子供に育ってごめんなさいのすべての両親そして全人類の愛と勇気と青春に対してこの演奏を捧げます
And Kirari puts her hand on her throat and goes.
我々パンク星人が命をかけて演奏します
The audience chuckles. When we're going to play Obi Academy school song, Kirari requests the audience to stand up.
皆さんも一緒に歌ってください
And the performance begins! We arrange a song like punk, but the melody is just basically the same. Everybody must be able to follow with a bit of effort. Even if you can't hit notes, they can just sing loud. Instead of the piano accompaniment, the students singing follows. At first the singing is hesitant because of the unusual arrangement, but with Kirari's lead, they eventually start to sing louder. Most of the students are laughing, but some are crying while singing. Looking at those faces, I'm so moved. These 3 years weren't all good, but they weren't all bad. Crying or laughing, we're graduating today. Our school days will be over. This is the last day to be with everybody from the school and the guys from the second liberal arts club. What? liberal. What? I've never imagined I just say goodbye from the stage like this. I played the best with all I have. Kashiwara's keyboard play sounds a bit rushed. She must be excited. Not turn around, Chie is almost crying as she plays the drums. That's really like her.
卒業おめでとうございます。ありがとう。みんな、ありがとう。OB 学園、万歳!
After the song is finished, Karate shouts and waves her hands to the audience. When we got up the stage, the teachers are waiting for us. I kind of thought that they were gonna create their own original song as well and play it, but I guess that's but it's I guess it's a pretty cool thing with what he did with the school song, I suppose. There's the teacher's room in front of me, Yoshizawa Sensei is grimacing. Now I'm just kind of thinking if there is a rock or punkish version of Lithuanian's hymn, if I'm gonna be honest. Maybe? When the teacher's room anyways in front of me, Yoshizawa Sensei is grimacing, going. This scene reminds me of the last school festival. Just like good old days. I can't stop myself from saying it.
笑い事じゃありません。
And I get shot for it immediately.
卒業式の日に呼び出すなんて、この OB 学園に来て以来初めてです。まったく、どうしてこんな最悪の生徒が現れてしまったのか。
She sighs in amazement.
文化祭の時、あなたたちが誓えなかったのは、やっぱりもう一度やるつもりだったからなんですね。
I'm sorry, I can pledge now. I'll never do a guerrilla live show in this school again. After I said that,
もう遅すぎます。
she said that clearly.
だけど僕らが最悪ってそんなことないでしょう。この学校にはお礼参りするやつとかいたことないんですか？
Murakami asks seriously.
いませんよ。あなたたちも知っているでしょうけれど、OB は穏やかで上品な校風が売りのいい学校なんですよ。
そういう学校だったんですか。
シーノさんは卒業式になるまで気がつかなかったのですか。
Yoshizawa Sensei sighs.
まったく、あなたたちは本当に仲間をこんなに集めてよくこれほど大それたことを。
She's complaining at us.
すみませんでした。
Yeah, what he said. We're all about together.
その手には乗りませんよ。文化祭の時もそれで結局許してしまって、だからこんな目に。
Yoshizawa Sensei is still grimacing. We might have gone too far this time. She called the principal offenders, the second literature club members, plus Tonaya and Murakami. The same old stupid group is gathered in the center room. Their group has called to the audio-visual room and is being thoroughly reprimanded as we speak. And we, the ringleaders, were designated to the head of the school discipline, Yoshizawa Sensei. That's why we're here.
まったく、こんな面倒なことを私一人に押し付けて。
She gripes about the other teachers. I've never heard her griping like this before. She must be really troubled this time. She scared us by saying this wouldn't be a normal punishment. But since we are graduating today, she has to decide based on that fact.
私個人としては、たとえ今日が卒業式だとしても、処分は普段と平等にするべきだと思っています。
Are we doomed? Aren't we allowed to graduate? We glance at each other. Kirari looks nervous. Kashiwara looks calm as if she's just waiting for a verdict. Tonaya is wearing a poker face. Murakami is peacing out. And Chie is frowning. So I give her a look that says, sorry we can't graduate, even though we've been here for 4 years already. She nods after seeing my eyes.
これは あなたたちがやったのですか？
Yoshizawa Sensei shows us a bunch of paper with names on them.
ずいぶん手回しのいいことですね。いつの間にか机の上にあなたたちの処分を軽減してくれって紙が署名付きで来てました。
All the graduates' names are on there. Damn. Actually, we did prepare them. The signatures are real, but we collected them saying we just wanted their signatures for graduation memorabilia. And we put the petition on later. So we're cheating. Did she find out about that?
まったく、よくこんなものを作って最後まで教師をおちょくるなんて。話は全部聞いていますよ。
I guess you did find out. Yoshizawa Sensei Science.
すみませんでした。
What they said. We put our heads down again.
いくら謝ったって今日はダメです。あなたたちは本当にひどいことをしでかしてくれました。さすがに今回ばかりは許せません。
それは。
Your idol looks scared.
あまりにもひどすぎて、とてももうこのOBでは預かることなんかできません。こんな生徒たちがいるのはOBの恥です。
Yoshizawa Sensei makes herself very clear.
でもそんな、私たちはいいですけれど、せめて部長は。
Kashiwara protests unexpectedly.
わかりませんか？もうここでは受け持てないと言ってるんですよ。
Yoshizawa Sensei is still grimacing. What does she mean? Well, we look baffled at each other. Yoshizawa Sensei sighs.
今日限りにさっさと卒業して大学なり就職なりしてしまえと言ってるんです。あなたたちは本当に物分かりの悪い生徒たちですね。
Oh! Neil started to smile at hearing those words.
3年間ありがとうございました。
We put our heads down in unison. Not all the words were the same, but we all basically said the same thing. That wasn't planned in advance. When we looked up, Yoshizawa Sensei's eyes are a bit moist. It's getting near noon. The spring sun is warm and nice. Walking with Chie, we push bicycles through the falling petals of the cherry trees. This is the end of our school days. A new world is now in front of us, whether we like it or not. My feelings are a mix of sadness, remorse, and freshness. It's complicated, but also I feel great. We'll return to our homes and change, then go to a karaoke with the members and to have fun. Since we have time until then, we decide to walk. We talk about school life to the background noise of the clanking wheels. The subject is this year, naturally. We formed a band, played at a school festival in spring, traveled around in a wagon in summer meeting many people, doing many things while experiencing some dangerous stuff. After we returned, we decided to go out. We broke through our lukewarm relationship and entered a more risky and exciting relationship called lovers. I honestly don't know if this is wrong, right or wrong. Chie must feel the same way. You can't tell if things are right or wrong until a large amount of time passes. There will be good and bad things in our relationship. I'll say this once again. There's a wide open field in front of us. I want to believe that even though hardships and sadness await, there should be an equal amount of happiness and joy in our future also.
あ、そういえばね、もうだいぶ前になるけど。
Chie speaks up suddenly.
お父さんの再婚相手の人に会ったの。
It's Koizumi Mayuki-san she's talking about. I tense up a little bit. Chie knew she was pregnant, but at the time she saw her, her belly was flat. So Chie thought you already had a child? Chie was surprised at the sudden encounter, but she spoke to her. Then Koizumi-san handed her a package and said,
とりあえず問題が発覚した去年からの貯金と私の元々の貯金を足して持ってきました。これではお母様の要求額にまだ足りませんが、それは後でまた。とりあえず今はこれをお受け取りください。
By those words, Chie knew what was inside the package was money. Chie looked at the package, then at her father's new wife.
こんなもの受け取れません。
The divorce case never involved Koizumi-san, so she didn't have to offer any money. She must be misunderstanding something, Chie thought. Koizumi looked pretty calm. Well, I mean, the original law implied that she wanted to get some compensation from this lady as well. So I don't know, honestly.
本当にすみません。係争はああいう形になりましたが、私からのお詫びもやはりしなくてはならないと思いましたので、こんなぶしつけな形で、そしてあまりにも今更ですみません。ただ調停がすっきりしてからにしようと思ったものですから。
Koizumi-san bowed apologetically.
ちょっと待ってください。
Chie stopped her.
そんなこと言ってもこれはやりすぎですよ。あなたはそんなことする必要ないんです。
Her words were clear.
でも
Koizumi-san tried to say something, but Chie didn't let her.
本当に気にしないでください。そんなことは本当に困りますから。それはだけれどじゃないです。
Chie stopped her again. She looked up at the sky for a bit, and then she said,
それよりあなたのお子さんは娘さんですか？
Koizumi-san was baffled at the sudden question.
息子です。
She stuttered her answer. Chie calmed down. She smiled at Koizumi-san.
そうですか。じゃあ私の弟になるわけですね。
Koizumi-san was surprised at her cheerful and unexpected reaction.
うちの母にとっては恋敵かもしれないけど、私からするとあなたは弟の母親になるんですよね。はい。じゃあこれは弟へのご祝儀です。
Chie handed her the package, but Koizumi-san just looked puzzled and didn't take it.
そんな。もう言わないでください。弟のお母さんから何かをもらいたくはないです。
Chie turned it down again.
いつか会わせてくださいね。
Staring straight into Koizumi-san's eyes, Chie held up the package to her again. Koizumi-san seemed still baffled.
お姉さんは優しくて美人だって弟に言っておいてください。
Koizumi-san couldn't resist her after all, so she got the package back.
でも
She was still apologetic.
いいんですよ。めでたいことじゃないですか。で、いつか会わせてくれるんですか？
Chie asked again.
別にすぐじゃなくてもいいんです。いつか大人になってからでも。
While still confused, Koizumi-san said this.
はい。いつか会ってやってください。ねえ鹿之助、この時の私どう思う？
After telling me about the events of that day, Chie looks at me. I know she wants me to compliment her. That's cool. I'm stunned. I'm not kidding either.
でしょ？
Jenny smiles happily. The cherry petals are floating behind her. I think she's really cool. And then I remember her dad called me the other day. I haven't told her about it yet. I wasn't going to, but maybe I should tell her considering what she just said. It's best I let her know and let her decide. But maybe I shouldn't add to her maelstrom of emotions. What's more, I don't really think he should get to see her. But I think it's best that she gets to know everything by herself and decide. What should I do? While thinking what to do, Chie is talking about today's show. I'm thinking while listening to her. I sighed and looked up. The sky is so deep and wide. The sun is so warm and magnanimous. The cherry blossoms are undeniably beautiful. In the face of that, it seems silly for me to worry about this. Hey, Chie, I interrupt her. You want to see her dad? Chie looks puzzled. I told her what happened.
鹿之助にまで電話があったんだ。
Chie stands there with a complicated expression on her face and thinks for a while.
やっぱりまだ私お父さんを許せないのかもしれない。
She murmurs, looking down. That's definitely understandable. Okay, so...
いや、許せないってのはちょっと違うかな。
Chie shakes her hand, interrupting me.
顔を合わせてちゃんと喋ったら理解できる可能性はあると思う。でも
Her expression is still complex. I wait quietly for her to continue. The cherry petals soundlessly float between us.
もう結構長い時間が経ったからね。
Chie starts to talk, still looking down.
最初はびっくりしたけど、私もいろいろ考えて、今となってはね、多分お父さんを理解することはできると思うの。でも、なんだか気が進まないの。
Right.
なんでだか考えたんだ。理解することで、それまで見えなかったものが見えてくるようになるでしょ。そしたら、新しく怖いものとか、嫌なものとか、またたくさん見えてくるよね。もしかしたら、それが不安なのかなって。
I understand, but that's... I stopped because Chie looks up at me.
うん、わかってる。これじゃダメなんだよね。いつかは乗り越えなきゃいけないんだろうね。
Yeah, I think so too. Chie smiles and nods.
私思うんだ。一つ一つ嫌なことを乗り越えて、その度に新しい難しい心配が増えていくだろうけど、そういうものなんじゃないかな。前に進むって。
Chie scratches her head bashfully for saying something so serious. She continues.
今ここで嫌なことから逃げて、それで心は平和だとしても、それってもっと怖いことだと思うな。ねえ、鹿之助もそう思うでしょ？
Chie looks into my eyes. I don't know. You can decide whatever you want. I don't think you have to stress yourself to see him now. That's my opinion.
わかった。じゃあ私が決めるよ。
Chie looks down and...
鹿之助、やっぱり私、今日会うことにする。
Okay.
学校を卒業したついでにね、このことも今日卒業しようと思うの。
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad.
今さら私に会おうなんて、父さんの方にも未練があるのかもしれないけど、それも断ち切って新しい家庭に尽くしてほしい。終わったことは仕方ないけど、でもこんなことは本当は良くないこと。
Yeah?
ねえ鹿之助、私たち いつまで二人一緒にいられるのかな。
What's with that all of a sudden?
なんでもない。
Chie smiles and shakes her head.
まあとにかくそんな感じなのよ。だからね、鹿之助、一緒に行ってくれる？
Sure, I was going to if you said you do see him.
ありがとう。
Chie holds out her hand to me. I grab it and she looks happy. Then we start walking. We head to the restaurant where he is waiting. Even though we're almost there, with some tense feeling stops us. We just stand in front of the restaurant for a moment.
どうしよう。なんか急にドキドキしてきちゃった。
Jenny looks up while holding on to me. You were just fine before, but you look so weak now. It makes me laugh for a bit.
そうなんだけどさ。
There's only one thing we should do. Let's be positive. I don't actually feel as positive as I make it sound.
でも私、本当に久しぶりにお父さんに会うんだよ。どんな顔したらいいのかわからない。なんだか、すごくドキドキする。ねえ、何か心を落ち着かせる方法はないかな。
Our eyes meet. She looks really nervous, so I'm honest with her. Honestly, I'm trying all kinds of stuff, but nothing seems to work. I'm damn nervous too. Come to think of it, I'm going to introduce myself as a lover to your dad. No wonder it makes me nervous.
鹿之助はそんな普通のことで緊張しないでよ。こっちはその上に家庭の複雑な事情まで乗っかってるのよ。
I know that, but I can't help it. So, in this kind of situation, should I say, please give me your daughter, or something like that?
もう、そんな話じゃないでしょ。鹿之助、本当に緊張しちゃってるのね。
I mean, he kinda already gave her away.
どうしたらいいんだろう。
Because he trusted us, so I don't think we need to just ask that. Maybe. Yoink. Jenny sakes!
困ったな。本当にすごいのよ。ねえ、触って。面白いよ。私の手が震えてるんだ。
I grab her hand? Oh yeah, this is bad. You're shaking like a rabbit on a snowy mountain.
これひどいよね。やっぱり帰ろっか。
Chie looks down. Don't be stupid. I don't want to go back after we came this far.
でもこんなんじゃどうせ言いたいことも言えないよ。それじゃあわざわざ来た意味がないよ。
You want to see something to him? Like what? I don't want any trouble here.
違うよ。ね、今まで育ててくれてありがとう。これから私たちは私たちで絶対幸せになりますってこう宣戦布告を。
Ah, that's good. We should say that.
でしょ？だけど
Jenny looks confused. Let's go right in if that's the case. I pull her hand, but Jenny stops.
やっぱりやめよう。急に会いたくなくなっちゃった。
You're acting like a kid. You were very cool when you were talking just now. But you suddenly went back to normal.
分かってるんだけど、やっぱりこれは特別だよ。今までいっぱい背伸びして少しずつ成長させてきたものが今父さんに会ったら全部壊れそうな感じがするの。
I sighed. I kind of understand what she said. She must have been struggling. So not today? Honestly, I don't know what kind of face I should put on when I see him myself. I suggest a compromise.
それはダメだって分かってる。ここで逃げたらもうこの先ずっと乗り越えられないと思う。
So you say, but you have to make up your mind.
会わなきゃダメだと思うけど怖くて。
So we're in a stalemate.
ごめんなさい。私どうしたらいいんだろう。
There's... The reason you can't do what you have to do is, Chie, you lack the courage.
勇気。
Jenny looks down.
それ他の人にも言われたな。
And she was right. Really?
うん。
Jenny looks nervous, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
え?
We know how to have courage, right?
え、何の方法?
We have a magic prayer for courage, remember? I say it as confidently as I can.
魔法の言葉。
Jenny looks even more worried now. I'll explain it to you one more time. Long ago, on a movie set.
あ、もしかして。
You remember it now? Isn't that just like that show was today?
うん、そうかもしれないけど。でも今やるの？ここで？
Yoink. Yeah, let's have some spirit and do it loud. Human beings can get courage when they do embarrassing things.
何よその理屈。
Don't complain. Here, let's do it now. I grab her hand and force her to form a circle with me.
恥ずかしいよ。通りかかる人が見てるよ。
Yoink. Chie blushes? Don't mind them, we don't have that kind of time.
この時点でかなりの勇気を無駄遣いしてる気がするんだけど。
Ignore her gripes and put her shoulders together. I continue while looking down at the asphalt. Okay, let your voice out as loud as you can.
わかった。
Jenny nods hurriedly. It will be meaningless if you hesitate. Be serious, okay? And make sure she's ready to deal with this.
大丈夫だよ、大丈夫。もう覚悟決めたから。
Really?
うん、早くして、恥ずかしいよ。
Okay, so you follow me. Ready? It feels like there's just a two of us forming a circle like this. Even though we're in the middle of a city, you know?
そんなことはいいから。
Oh, I just learned that Tanaka-san's cat has gone missing the other day.
世間話もやめてよ。
Jenny protests, her face totally flushed. Sorry, I was just kidding.
すごいみんなが見てる。もう泣きそうだよ。
That's not good.
それならしっかりしてよ。
Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Our yell echoes up the asphalt and flies high into the sky.
ロックンロール。
Rock and roll. No. And that's where we're gonna end. I'm not saying as that we talked to her papa and stuff. But maybe it went well. Yep. No, don't quit the game. And we're done. Okay, I found out one more guide, but I'm not gonna use it. But it says that I'll need to do certain free routes. One of them is normal to trigger an hour ending that I'm gonna be getting in the future. So that's cool. I don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to get Keshiwada's normal ending or whatever. So that's guys. And other than that, I guess I will see you in Kiraris. And also thank you for watching. I'll see you in another episode real soon.